Rec League Podcast. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your family, tell your haters. Available on Podbean, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Radio Public, Good Pods, Pocket Cast, Breaker, and Stitcher. At Rec League Podcast on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Threads. At Rec League Pod on Twitter. Episode 161. Available now. Yo, whether you watching this from Facebook, Twitter, click the link in my Instagram or YouTube itself. What up, world? So the other day, I saw Friendship. It's a new, let's call it a dramedy, and it's starring Tim Robinson, Paul Rudd, Jack Dylan Grazer, Kate Mara, and it is directed by Andrew DeYoung, and I believe this is his directorial debut. So you got Tim Robinson. He plays a very, very, very secluded, socially awkward guy. No friends. And seemingly when we meet him, that's how he likes it. Through a certain mishap, I guess, mistake, whatever, he crosses paths, interacts with the Paul Rudd character. They hang out a couple times, and he just completely puts himself out there and shows Paul Rudd who he is right off the bat. Like, it's just a strange guy. Paul Rudd eventually dumps him, and he kind of sort of becomes obsessed and tries to fill that void. I wanted to see this because the way that it was marketed kind of like a horror movie with comedy, or it was marketed like a comedy with some suspense-ishness, and it's just a very weird comedy. I haven't seen anything Tim Robinson has done, so maybe that's why I was like caught off guard. Very, I don't even know if uncomfortable is the word. It's just, who would want to hang out with this weird ass dude was just what I was thinking multiple times. Like, bro, what the hell am I watching? I laughed multiple times though, but I would not overall call this movie funny. There's a weird thing at the very beginning with his family. There's another weird thing that kind of has no real payoff toward the middle, start of the third act-ish. He does some other strange shit with like the mistake that's made that got them crossing paths happened after the breakup. And he goes to an extreme, does something on top of that, and there was, like, I guess the payoff happened, but it just happened in a way that the payoff that I thought was going to happen would have hit harder, but would have been a completely different ending to the movie. Like, good performances. Like I said, like I guess I gotta see some Tim Robinson to know, like, was he just playing his weird ass, awkward ass, creepy ass self, or was that really a character? Paul Rudd is great in everything. Kate Mara is kind of great in everything. It's gotta be your vibe if you're gonna enjoy it. Because it was well made, and because I did laugh a couple times, with all that being said, I will say that in my opinion, Friendship is solid. It's the most A24 movie I may have ever watched. So have you seen Friendship, man? What you think? Positive, negative, somewhere in between? Let me know. I put up a review for Ballerina last weekend. The weekend before that, I believe, was Karate Kid Legends. right around the corner, I'm going to put up a review for the How to Train Your Dragon live action remake. My theater got Materialists, a new A24 movie that might top Friendship. We'll see tomorrow. And then next weekend, I want to watch and review Elio and 28 Years Later, as well as the weekend after that, I believe F1 and Megan 2.0 come out. And then a second quarter video will also be that weekend. The top 3 favorite movies of the second quarter of the year video will also be that weekend. This past episode, Rec League Podcast, Mission Impossible, Karate Kid, Ballerina, spoiler discussion. We talk about Blumhouse taking over the rights to Saw from Twisted Pictures, but Lionsgate is still involved. Be on the lookout for everything I just mentioned, man. Throw some ratings and some likes, some comments, whatever, man. So like, subscribe, comment. Find me where you find me, man. Don't know where to find me. Watch these credits. Peace.